Yeah, I got one. Gerber Grylls Ultimate Pro Survival Knife. Some like it, others don't. I say, it's a decent knife, really. The steel, 9CR19 MOE if you ask Gerber, and that should be comparable to 440C. Has a quite good edge holding actually. You can get it shaving sharp with not too much effort. Handle, really comfortable actually. I've used it for a little bit more than a year. I really haven't found any hot spots on it, so you can. It's a comfortable handle. The orange area there is plastic, and the black area it's rubbery, so you get a good grip even if it's wet. And really why I bought this knife, it's because they thought of some small details on it. You get the hammering pommel there, extra wide, so you can have a good hitting area, so you can drive down a stick to the ground or smashing up things, whatever you like to smash or hit. You got these extra 2 lashing points there, so you can lash it to a stick to make a spear. And you got this area on the spine specifically made for ferro rods, and it really does have quite aggressive edges here, so it does do a good job getting sparks from the ferro rod. So that's a little bit about the knife. Let's go to the sheath. You got the ferro rod there. I did put the whistle on the ferro rod because it's a little bit easier to get the ferro rod out of there with a string there. And it do have a drainage hole. You see it? Yeah, I think you do. And you got this field sharpener there. I think it's made of tungsten. Well, it's good in a field. You can get a working edge, but it's kind of a rough edge you get of that. So I rather use a sharpening stone and the field sharpener there, because it makes more damage to the edge than it do good. But you know, if you don't have anything else, it works quite well. The 2 things I really don't like about this sheath is this Velcro locking here. It kind of wears out in time, so I don't really like that. I rather have a button there so you can lock it with. And the second, I wish they made a little bit bigger belt loop here. It's quite narrow, and you see it's quite hard to if you have a wider belt. So I wish that they made that better, but well, we can use it. Not big of a deal. So well, how does the knife perform? Well, actually it's perform as you can expect a good knife to perform. It works well batoning, it works well doing feather sticks. I can complain about it really, so I'm quite happy with this knife. And I'm gonna show you some batoning here. So this piece, it's birch, about 3 inches wide. So let's see how this knife will do here. Well, this was quite hard. I just cut this piece of a dead tree that has blown down in the wind, so it's a little bit wet. it's doing it. And let's try another piece. It isn't really that big as the last one, but it's about 3 inches wide as well. So let's try this. Well, that went a lot better. So let's do some wiggling as well and see what it's capable of. You do shave pretty easy there. Do some nice shavings. And let's do some well, you get a good chunks there, so it's pretty sharp. And remember, I haven't touched this up since I used it last time, but it's been a while. But so I would say it holds its edge decent, not as good as Fellkniven, but pretty good. And you can get that sharpness, so you can do some feathering or stuff like that. So I brought some fat wood here. I thought that I would try out the ferro rod as well. See, first time using it, so I really don't know how. Well, do fly sparks here, so let's try this. And what I do, I hold the knife in place here. I'm gonna try another ferro rod. So I got another ferro rod that I use. Let's see if I can get a fire with the spine here. Well, I do get a lot of more sparks from this one. It's a little bit too windy now to get a good fire started. The knife really works quite well as a knife, and when it came to making a fire with the ferro rod, the spine there does really throw sparks quite well from the ferro rod. But in today's conditions, this small ferro rod that comes along with the knife was quite small to get a fire going. It was quite windy, so I didn't get enough sparks. If I had more patience, I would probably got the fire going, or maybe used another technique than I did. But instead I tried to use the knife and the bigger ferro rod to get the fire going. But still, it didn't throw enough sparks to light the tinder up. So in the end, I did use the striker that comes along with it. And with these two, I can do a technique that you can't do with a knife. That is, I push with my thumb on the striker quite hard, and I get a twisting motion. And with that technique, I can aim the sparks more accurately than I can do with a technique with a knife, because you can't push down on the edge on the knife. Well, you can, but you'll cut yourself quite badly. So that is a technique that I use, and it works for me, and I get a fire going real quick, even in this in the little windy condition that I had today. So that was what I, in the end, how I in the end did get the fire going. So that's it for now, and thank you for watching.